Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to a video review for Bloodshot. It's a movie starring Vin Diesel, Guy Pearce, and a bit of Toby Kebbell in it. Guy Pearce, I like him most probably from Lockout, Toby Kebbell from the Boardwalk Empire, I think. And yeah, so as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start with furry, there isn't any. Moving on to the good and bad. So, this movie is such an amazing action movie. It is so underrated. And I think it's because it came out in March of 2020 that most people just kind of missed it, which is really unfortunate because it's so good. So, just, I don't want to give away much of the plot, but basically, like, Vin Diesel's character has something terrible happen, and then he experiences some other stuff and tries to go and rectify it. Wow, describe movies badly. That is a terrible way to describe it. Okay, here's this. Anything that seems odd or overly cliche or overly convenient or whatever else in the first like 45 minutes, give or take, will be explained, and it makes this movie absolutely awesome. And what I would say is that this movie has a bit of the Terminator Genysis feel to it in a good way, like the technology and how the CGI is good. I think that it has a bit of that to it. I also like Terminator Genysis, so sue me. It also feels like The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger, another good movie, but it feels like they have updated it for current generations, current technology, current things. Like, I like that it has that same sort of awesome action dude feel to it as, you know, Terminator Genysis and The Sixth Day, just more updated. I will say that the storyline is not the most complicated thing in the world, but it gets the job done. This movie is under 2 hours. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It has good pacing throughout, excellent CGI, funny and fun characters when needed, and Vin Diesel brings it as always. I love him. I love seeing his acting. I love the physicality that he has, so I'm down for pretty much any Vin Diesel movie out there. I will say that towards the end, there is, if you remember the like Matrix Reloaded, like 100 Neo or 100 Smith fight with Neo from that, it's not quite that bad, because that one I would say is mostly like Rubber Neo with some shots of real Neo. I would say it's probably closer to like the Matrix Revolutions, how at the end of that one it's mostly real Neo, and then every once in a while in some of like the far away or like fly shots, then it was Rubber Neo a little bit, but even not as rubbery. It has a little bit of that, where like for the most part the fight scene looks real and is good, but there's a couple of shots and a few seconds interspersed with some of it that is overly CGI'd, or like how they shot it just doesn't quite match up with what real things would be doing, and especially with how the rest of the scene was. But here's the thing. I do not care. It did not ruin my enjoyment of those scenes, because where those scenes were shot, the environment that they were fighting in made it so very exciting. Like, the environment and the skill sets that were being used just led to such an exciting fight sequence that, like, it was very unique, and it was something that I wanted to see how it was going to come out, and I didn't know exactly how it was going to come out, and it was really fun to watch, because so many, like, you know, punch scenes in movies just get kind of old. Still fun, don't get me wrong, still fun, but like, you've seen it 1,000 times before. This one, I would say, was shot in a pretty unique way, in a unique locale, with unique things that made it much more interesting than your average climactic battle. So I am more than willing to forgive a couple of shots of rubber character. So this one, again, if you like action movies, if you like Vin Diesel, if you like, you know, some appropriate comedy mixed in, like some funny quips, like there are some funny quips from the people that should be making the funny quips, not from people that are in like situations that doesn't make sense. So I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. 2 thumbs way up. Definitely give it a shot on a big screen so you can really appreciate the CGI in this movie. So that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.